the sound works. So that would be a check. Thank you guys so much for helping us get to 1,000 subscribers. If you're just signing in right now, please say that 1,000 times today. But I am really, really grateful and excited for this next chapter of YouTube. So, shout out and thank you. And what did I do here? I made a little sticker, a little play and go away. Anyway, we're walking down Western towards Koreatown. KAW, it is a beautiful day in LA. We want to thank you with that sticker. It says, thanks for getting us to 1,005 subscribers. Please let me know if the sounds good. And I'm gonna also try to stop saying so much. So there we go. I'm gonna do an counter maybe. Let me go and start doing it. Anyway, I don't think the mic is working as intended. Alright. Thanks for letting me know. Does that sound any better? Hold on, I'm gonna put it on my hat. The noise reduction was still on. Or off. Now it is on. So now we got noise reduction. This should be a little, should sound a little better. Let me know. So we're walking down Western to get to Koreatown. We'll probably like veer off a couple side streets. Don't think it's connected. All right, hold on for 1 second. How is that? Let me know if that's any better. Hey, DC. Sorry, we're gonna do a little sound stop for 1 second. I'm just gonna disconnect everything. We're gonna check out O'Reilly Auto Parts. Let me know if you know the jingle. I kind of mostly hate this DJI device. When it works, it's great, but this little like slidey thing. Sorry for shoving. Let me know if that's any better. External mic. Let me know how that is. Looks like everything is registering everywhere and okay. It literally is off by a milliliter. I don't even know if that's a metric measurement, but like a quantum bloop. Happy Saturday. Thanks again for helping us get to 1,000. I started walking a couple blocks ago, and the funniest thing is, I'm not going to hit the pole, I've outpaced the traffic up until I stopped to fix the sound. I was kind of enjoying that. I'm going to try to stop saying today. So welcome. We're walking towards Koreatown. It is beautiful. I just have a light shirt on. Good afternoon, unknown. If you are somewhere else in the country and you're dealing with bad weather, I'm sure sorry. I just wanted to swing in because I really love the liquor store sign. Those plastic signs from the 80s. Also, maybe to get space from the lady I'm kind of inching on. I put a post up this morning of some graffiti that I see all the time. It was kind of crazy because it's just graffiti in our neighborhood. I'm not really sure of its origin. I did try to look it up, and it's actually features in a game of GTA, not a game of GTA, but GTA 5. Welcome everybody, thanks. Happy Saturday. So we are about to walk into the edge of the gentrified part of this neighborhood. Looks like a little block of Silver Lake over here. And we've got our probably first valet on this street, our block, in like 10 years. So there goes the neighborhood. Just kidding. Hopefully it manages to keep some of its charm. Not the charm of the 80s though. That was it's a pretty dicey neighborhood then. Fox Studios was behind me on Sunset and Weston, and when after that closed, area kind of got seedy. So it's 73 degrees. I'm gonna turn that off. I didn't realize it was still on. This is a chicken place. Never been there.
Like over the last maybe like 6 or 8 months, and I was like,
I think I've never been there because every time I walk by, the person is sitting sort of woefully around the behind the counter, a little bit just like it looks like it's the end of the day. It probably isn't, so I feel like I'm going to, I don't know, get them off the Twitter or whatever they're on. Nobody's on Twitter. So good afternoon. Thank you for helping us get to 1,000 followers. This is also like a little up and coming block over here. We probably should have crossed there. Let's cross there. I might need to go to 7-Eleven to get some delicious water. At which case I'll point the phone down because I don't want to show anybody from 7-Eleven. So if you guys were with me at the end of yesterday, we just hit 1,000 subscribers, which is awesome. And I'm gonna turn up on this building. We hit 1,000 subscribers. We're so ready to celebrate. And very anticlimactically, our feed froze and we could not get it back no matter how hard we tried. So I think we are going to do a surprise live stream in the evening this week. Just for you. It's something I can't really do alone, so not quite. more classic than that, I would say. Dodger Stadium I can go to alone. This is something I need to plan around also Joe, because it's something I can't do alone. It's not dangerous, so don't give me ideas. Um, it's basically just something that requires me to use my strength a little bit. And also, you know I said I would expose myself. Sorry, I would come onto the feed. Sorry, I'm talking and maneuvering parking meters so I can get the full coolness of these buildings. Um, I'll do that on that pop-up live feed. I just got a zit on my face this morning. I got a new moisturizer, really lovely actually, except for I think I overdid it, and then put my glasses on. And so literally there's a zit under my face. This is Etoile. I think this has been here for a little bit. It probably heralded. Thank you, Karina. Heralded the groovying up of the neighborhood, if you will. Looks like a nice place for a drink. We're really excited about the 1,000 subscribers. I probably could have worn a lighter shirt. Yeah, thanks. I think that kind of gives it away. So you know the neighborhood is getting better or more expensive by the cars that are parked in it. Sorry, I didn't realize that person was in there. You do. Don't tell Yo-Yo. I want it to be a surprise. It's a special version of doing that too that I didn't even know could happen. It'll be like an evening event, if you will. I hope to. So when we hit 1,000 subscribers, you get commercials, which is sucky for you. I don't know how it works with the live stream, but if it's too much, I'll see how I can dial it back. But I think it would be a nice way to pick up some couple coins doing this, and then being able to invest them back into the channel. I also wanted to do memberships because it would be fun to do some shorter live streams, like the thing that we're going to do coming up this week. You know, something that's like an hour for members. And stickers and emojis or whatever they're called. I thought that place said cremation. I can't believe they have a cursive sign in this day and age. He didn't want you to recognize him. Don't tell, Karina. I just have to also book in advance. So, important for me is that I'm not doing it alone. Another cool store with cool Andy Warhol, and I don't know who the other artist is. Oh, it's Peter Berlin, never mind. I wonder if they would let us go in. I don't think that's appropriate for this channel. Thank you, Trisha. I was gonna send you an email this morning. I haven't seen you in a bit. Hope everything is going great. I hope you're doing well. I'm happy to see you on a Saturday afternoon. It is so beautiful here today. We're supposed to have sushi earlier today, but it kind of got pushed to 3, and I was kind of anxious to get out and walk before I needed to put a coat on or something. I don't know what this building originally was, but it's a Buddhist temple now. Um, I kind of love it. It's cool. We'll take a hey JK. You know what this building was originally? We're in Koreatown. It's a Korean Buddhist temple now. I just love it. I was wondering if it was always a temple. I'm gonna cross and look at it from the other side of the street. Last time we walked by this, I think, was evening, so I didn't. Yay! So this building, this isn't really an architectural walk today. I really appreciate you being here either way, but the comments especially. Was it always a temple? Was it always a Korean Buddhist temple? I love this building. Um, with Los Angeles's penchant for at times whimsical architecture, I wasn't sure if it was authentic or. Oh, Trisha, thanks so much. Thank you so much, Trisha. That really means a lot to us. We will definitely use that to pump up the channel and maybe get a microphone that doesn't slide into another piece. Such a pain in the butt. But definitely, you are a legend. And also, like, with us from the start. So thank you. Hey, how are you? It is a beautiful day for a bike ride. I kind of want a boba milk tea. It feels like that kind of day, so I might get one of those. Does that have a lot of caffeine in it? Can anybody tell me? Hey, Sawdust. Oh, Trisha, thanks. I had a really crapola Friday, if you don't remember. Um, I was ready to walk out of the door at 2 o'clock for my chat, my ghost walk. And then I had to take care of something that needed to happen. We had a little leak in our bathroom. Oh, the mic is disconnected again. I haven't even really done anything to move the mic, so let me know if that helps. You might have to look for a new mic system. This one is highly problematic. I'd always wish I'd known more. Uh, I I grew up in like a town that was full of churches, um, mostly Catholic churches, and so I kind of am obsessed with churches in a way. Churches, I know it's a temple, but temples also, especially temples, because I kind of lean towards a Buddhist sort of. Here is another. Sorry to interrupt, but on our tour of old Taco Bells, we saw one yesterday. This is another one. I feel a little more. My mom was a Buddhist and a Unitarian Universalist. That's what we grew up. I feel like I lean towards Buddhism a lot. We can talk about that on another time. A couple of years ago, before COVID, and not for any particular reason, but I kind of want to show you this building. We're always looking to move from our outdated late 60s soft story building, which will collapse next earthquake. I'm kidding, it will not. But the rent is so good because I've lived there for a while. Castle Barbecue is still here and scorching up meat every night. I kind of haven't been to Castle for a while. I love it. We used to go all the time before COVID. Also, my favorite KFC bucket store. Sorry, this is a really cool bar I went to a couple times. I don't really know the name, but it has old video games in it and inexpensive drinks, and it's still open. It is kind of, in the most loving way, a dive-y looking bar. Thanks. Well, that's because I'm a hoodie. I'm a neighborhood guy, right? And so, also, like, I just, since I've lived here, every once in a while you just stumble onto something crazy. California has a crazy architecture, um, and it kind of delights me. I think it might be a little nicer than a dive bar, but very dark. Hey Marvo, welcome, welcome. When I become huge on YouTube, I'm going to go here. I've always wanted to go here for some hair and beauty because I kind of love the shape of the building. I have no idea why, because usually I don't. But hair and beauty. I'm gonna treat myself to hair and beauty. Hey guys, this one is especially for men. I know how you women deal with it, but like, how do you keep your eyebrows from looking crazy and not looking like Joan Crawfordy eyebrows? A lot of guys in LA trim their eyebrows, and some you would never know. And then some look shaped. I just have some random eyebrow hairs, and I bet there's a YouTube video for that. Never mind, I'm gonna check it out on YouTube. Thanks, JK. So, I was telling you a story about before COVID. So, before COVID, the penthouse was for rent in this building. It was like from 1905, I think. And we looked at it and we applied for it and we didn't get it. But that was, when was that? It was actually the last year or the year of COVID. I don't know, it was like 1490 because of the rent control in this particular building. It was really lovely, but it had like one single teensy tiny elevator. I will. I don't want like, when your eyebrows get kind of, your eyebrows are thick, somebody could like take a buzzer. I've done that before to my eyebrows. You'll see them when I premiere my eyebrows this week. And they look like you've given a haircut to your eyebrows. I just have like some errant hairs. I call them antennae that grow up and out of them sometimes. And I miss them. I mean, I don't miss them, but like I don't see them until I have to rip them out because I'm in public. Anyway, I guess I could just spend more time in the mirror. Welcome back to Western. Trisha, again, thank you so much, so much. It really means a lot to us, as you know. The super thanks are really great, and the super chats are awesome. We appreciate them. All right. Blipsies, that's right. I couldn't remember what it was called. I just remember at the time I went there, I'm pretty sure they had a Ms. Pac-Man machine. That's my game. Or I used to think it was my game till I met Joe, because he is actually way better at me. Way better than me at every video game. Kind of impressive. How are you? I just do well with the video game with the joystick and smash button. So how is everybody today? Anybody in crazy cold weather? No, he's a video game. Both him and his brother are like video game impresarios, I would say. I'm bummed that I'm going to miss out on the sushi date, but I don't know why I keep calling it a date. It's not a date. Sushi meetup. But you know, I went to live stream before it got too late today, because it is really a gorgeous day to share. I sometimes also would like to go to the Korean Biergarten and check that out. I might. I know. Thank you. Thank you for the credit. I'm not a gamer though. Well, I guess I could be a quasi gamer. It's not like in my heart and soul. Atari 2600. What? That's my go-to. We need to buy one actually. And then I really love the first Nintendo with the Simpsons game. I think it was probably the first Simpsons game where he skateboards down the Great Wall of China. So this place, Coindaroo, by the way, was the original See's candy shop. I've mentioned that before. If I'm a repetitive, it's because I'm walking down Western, a street I know and love. If I had a time machine, I would kind of like to go back to when it was maybe the 80s, or like its heyday, just for a couple hours. Cecilia, yeah, I have a friend who lived on South Gramercy for a long time. We passed it, it's just back up there. Um, I love that library on South Gramercy. I came to this place, Ora Ora. Joe and I did a couple weeks ago, and huge ice cream for $4.50. We might walk in there on the way back if we do a loop, or I might walk in there on the way back. So ice cream is really great. But I just got walking. We shouldn't be having a giant jumbo cone right now. I just want to fall asleep in LA. That was the original See's candy. I love that we have a shop here that sells Valentines. I wonder if they're inexpensive. This is a dance studio. It's always full of really cool looking people. I wonder if I should take a dance class there. Not to stream, but dancing is great, I think, as an exercise. You do all kinds of funky things with your body, right? Funky, because I'm 95. Funky things with your body and get your heart rate up. Here's $9.99 pizza. We came here a couple nights and streamed. Really inexpensive pizza. You usually have to order from a touch screen, but I think the touch screen was broken. Open 24 hours, 365 days a year. Sheer madness. I love this little block. Oh, yeah. If you don't end up going for sushi, why don't you meet me at the $9.99 pizza place? Yeah, there are a couple of really beautiful buildings on that street. My friend lived in this building that looked like a tiny sort of Art Deco building, and he had like a little outdoor space that maybe wasn't supposed to be a little outdoor space right over the overhang. But it was lovely. You felt like you were in New York. And that library on over in that area. We could do pizza and ice cream on Wednesday. I was gonna get more empanadas, but I don't need to be the empanada channel. We can go to the pizza and ice cream. I know that Ty doesn't like pizza. I remember her saying it was boring. Um, I will eat sushi, but I don't love fish in general. My father was a chef growing up, and my father really loved to cook a lot of fish. We grew up in New England, so it was pretty bountiful. And he really loved to cook a lot of Korean and Vietnamese food for an Italian man. We also ate a lot of like Italian fish dishes, ciappino, squid. So I can tolerate fish, but I really only like cod, scrod, sea catch of the day, or haddock. I like shrimp, but I think they're mostly farmed unethically. Um, I like lobster. I don't like to think about something being thrown into a pot of boiling water. Um, but sashimi or raw fish or sushi, I just kind of feel like that's as natural eating as you can get. So I love it. Also, I don't like fish flavor, and I feel like eating fresh fish, raw sashimi, especially, you don't ever get that fishy taste. I also like halibut. But as a New Englander, we had a lot of cod and scrod, which was haddock or cod, I think. I think scrod was like a white fish, but it was the sea catch of the day. Um, I love that if I get really hungry, every other block I could get some fresh, delicious street food. My favorite thing, oh, I loved fried clams growing up until you would get a clam belly, then I couldn't eat them anymore. Um, or fried mussels. Once I bit into that clam belly, it was all over. I know some people love clam bellies. Not me. But my favorite was a fisherman's platter. So you get the fried haddock, fried clams, a couple of shrimp pieces, and or shrimp, I should say, and French fries. Mostly love it for the French fries, and tartar sauce, which I didn't like when I was a kid, but I love it Now, I know, that's what I was saying. Welcome. Welcome, Aventura. Um, I think sometimes they cut them off, but the clam belly is like full of black stuff. And when you bite into it, it's just, my mother loved a clam belly. I mean, anything, you can deep fry anything and it tastes great. Even maybe salmon. I really don't like salmon. I love lobster though. I just, again, I love scallops. Yeah, I forgot about scallops. I actually will still eat scallops and cook them at home. Scallops are tricky though, because if you undercook them, and if you overcook them, they get kind of rubbery. Hey, She Clicks Bricks, welcome back. Thanks for being there yesterday when we went to 1000 and froze. We are experiencing some beautiful weather today. We're gonna do a special live stream this week on not a regularly scheduled day that I do a live stream, which is something I've been dying to do and would love to show you guys. So that's to celebrate the 1000. Right? You know, the freezing, I've had a much better day today, by the way. The freezing at 1000 was like bitter because I froze, but like, I don't know, it was something to celebrate, right? Bittersweet, I guess you would say. Um, Maybe that's really not bittersweet, but it was like kind of my day in a nutshell. Oh, so I started telling the story and forgot. At 2 o'clock, I left to stream. I had a little window emergency that we had to take care of. And then I switched it to a little bit later. I left and got about 2/3 to where I was going, and I forgot my notebook. Um, Kind of a bummer. And today, or yesterday, I got home and I had 1,000 subscribers, which is great. So the day ended on a high note. Today, I had a pretty fantastic day also, although I'm really hungry right now. There's usually a guy set up right here with food. So I think we're gonna do the special special stream on Monday or Tuesday. It'll be in the evening. I'll put it up. I put up the tomorrow Ciclavia already, so you guys can check that out. It'll be exciting because I think one of our chat gang had requested we went to West Adams, and that's actually where they're holding it. So go Sid, this one's for you. We get to see what LA looks like when they shut down the streets and let the bicycles roam. My very first video on YouTube was the one that they did on Hollywood Boulevard, and it was an amazing day for the most part. Not all love and flowers. I'll have like 2 or 3 raw oysters, and then I don't want any more than that. But raw fish, I don't mind. We used to eat a lot of oysters when we were kids. Oysters used to be not as expensive. How was the H Hotel? Everybody's always asking for uh, recommendations for hotels in Koreatown, and honestly, I don't know anybody. Whenever I have people stay here, I usually have them go to the Roosevelt because it's such a great spot. Um, and I know it. And it's kind of fun if you've never been to LA before. It's beautiful to it's a beautiful spot to be in, especially without a car. You can go downtown really easily on the metro. They're painting this awesome mural. I don't know if I can really see it or you could really see it, but we'll check it out. The H Hotel in Koreatown. Oh, that's a pretty good deal. Welly Normandy one is great. I will check it out. Um, I don't really. The only hotel, actually, I've stayed at the Roosevelt. I've stayed at the Roosevelt once, and I've stayed at the Ace Hotel downtown when that was downtown. That's the United Artists building now. Yeah. Where would you like to go, Cecilia, in Little Tokyo? So we are at Western. Oh, Little Tokyo, sorry. I. It's a little hot. Yeah, Cecilia, absolutely. Absolutely. So maybe on Wednesday of this week, Monday or Tuesday evening, the mystery live stream, where some of you have already guessed, but it's really fun because all the lights are out. And the city sits there. It's beautiful. And but maybe on Wednesday, I can do a like split live stream and go downtown in the day, and then we can get the $9.99 pizza and an ice cream in the evening. That pizza place is so good. Well, the ice cream place is better. I would have ice cream over pizza. Yeah, absolutely. I love that area. Gotta, I forgot to set a timer for my battery, so I'm gonna plug in for a second right now. Maybe like 10 minutes. Also, Koreatown is huge. I know we were just talking about Little Tokyo. Little Tokyo is pretty small in comparison, for sure. Oh my god, that would be perfect. I could not bring my dogs. I, I'll do a live stream with my dogs eventually, but I don't really think I can do anything too crazy. One of them, lovely dogs, don't get me wrong, one of them walks just a little slowly. Not because he's old, because he's determined to walk the way that he wants to walk. Um, and it's a little bit of a pain in the rump. And the other one, I have to watch out because he gets a little scared of people, and he has boundary issues, we like to say. So I just cannot take my eyes off him. Also, he eats anything off the ground, and people spit their gum. You know that gum is toxic to dogs, by the way, so please don't spit it out. And birds. It could get caught in a bird's beak. This will be something I'm really huge on this channel, not spitting gum out. Also, I love gum. So let's dip right here. We're gonna get to Wilshire. I watched somebody do a walk through Koreatown, and I feel like they missed. We're on 6th Street. I feel like they missed part of the coolness. But this is an area that I'm usually driving through. So I might miss the coolness also. this chicken place is. I love little blocks like this. The chicken place doesn't look empty. And the jam club. That is good to hear. All right, let's go down to Wilshire. But we'll stand on this corner for a second. Oh, we'll walk one more block up. I keep seeing this video. And it's somebody driving their car in like the 40s down Wilshire Boulevard, and it's crazy how much there wasn't there. I would love to not hook up with this person. I would love to do a video where I drive that same route in modern day. That would be pretty cool to just see how much it changed. I'm sure somebody's already done something like that with something, but I haven't. I could put my own unique spin on it. Wilshire Boulevard in spots, even when I was here, still had fields. I can't remember what street it was on. It begins with an M. But they still had like a Christmas tree and pumpkin patch on this like barren plot. It's really, 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 really bright outside right now. To conserve battery power, I turn my screen down maybe a little too low. So if I miss your texts, it's not that I don't value it. Mix your text, mix your chat. It's not that I don't value it, I just can't see it. I'm gonna definitely walk across to Western. Good afternoon, Focused. Hey, Joey B. Welcome, welcome. I didn't press the button, therefore I'm illegally walking in LA. The theater that is across from, it's on Western and Wilshire, sorry. Look at this building. I've never walked down this street before. The Versailles Apartments. Very elegant. The building claims to have 20s elegance. I would say I could see it. Very elegant. Very 20s. Might be off with your head though if you want to live there. Get it? It was a Versailles Marie Antoinette joke. As the rent prices would be really high. The Wilton is still there. They will never tear the Wilton down, I don't think. The Wilton, I called it, but it is the Wiltern, sorry. Sometimes don't pronounce R's. Hey, welcome, Chris. If I miss calling anybody's name out, again, the sun is in my eyes. I'm wearing a baseball hat, as BD taught me how to do, so I could strap the microphone to the brim, and my sunglasses or glasses aren't doing their trick, or they're darkening. Or they're doing the trick with their darkening, so. Hi. There we go. I'm in a darker spot. Let me stop for 1 second and see if I can turn the brightness up on this phone. There we go. There we go. Just a quick reminder to please sub, and chat. We got to 1,005. It would be great to get to 2,000. Our prize for getting to 1,005 is I guess I'm comfortable enough to get on camera. Unfortunately, I got a giant goiter on my face this morning, so we'll be doing that this week. Got to get a pimple patch first and a haircut. My hair is looking really 1970s right now. Sometimes like the mom from that 70s show Without My Doing, and sometimes kind of like Meathead from All in the Family. Hey, hey! Yeah, who came up with that mic idea? Wasn't that you? Sorry, we're just walking down Wilshire from Koreatown. We're about to walk up to the Wiltern. You know what? It's kind of, actually, it's my severance look, I would say. I might kind of have the guy or gal, the person cut it. I'll probably leave it a little long because I don't mind it. It's just kind of curly, wavy, and straight, so it needs to be cut well to look good this long. This is Adam Scott, yeah, but my hair is obviously not as great looking as Adam Scott's. It's also not completely straight. I just want to take a moment to pause to look at these kind of giant buildings. They're beautiful, each in their way. The Pierce National Life in the Wiltern building, Wiltern Theatre, or two of the older buildings here. I mean, obviously the Pierce is not that old. There is a mall to the left of us, up Western. I'm probably gonna, my options here, I can just walk straight to downtown today or do a giant loop up a different street. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm having a lot of fun walking. I'm really happy to be out of the house. I'm also so grateful for the morning I've had, and more grateful that I have 1,005 subscribers. So again, thank you. I told you I would probably mention it 1,005 times today. So the Wiltern Theatre, I love it. You know, I always thought this building was copper. Downtown. Hey, Brandon. I always thought those were copper tiles. Am I kind of stupid, right? They're actually terracotta. Even the gold is, although we can't see any of the gold from here. This is worth crossing for, though. The gold on it, on these old buildings, is usually not metal either. It's terracotta tiles. So we're gonna cross. I'm gonna see as much as I can. Looks like we've got a little action down here. So we'll check that out. So wait till you turn around. We have these lovely people out here that want to impeach President Fraud. We have the South Korean president, which they have every right to do. Power to you people. I'm sorry. Do you want my... Yeah. I'm sorry.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. I'm very sorry. You guys keep fighting for sure. Yeah. Sorry. We're gonna like turn around because I want to cross the street. We'll take a look at the Wiltern Theater. Um, these people are protesting the president of South Korea. Um, and there's this man who kind of started attacking this little old man. And I think he thinks he's attacking the president of the United States. No comment or sin commentar. And started screaming and just like threw a bottle of water all over this guy. So I had to give him one of my cleaning cloths to wipe down. I don't know what to do with it now. He gave it back to me. Uh, it's a weird world, man. So we'll take a walk here. Hopefully that guy goes away. One of the great things about living here for now is that we have the right to protest stuff. Even if you don't always agree with what's getting protested, you gotta support that right. Yes, the guy on the bike is lurking around the corner also. Did I actually catch what he did to that man? Like, also, does he know what they're protesting? I wonder, because why would he be mad about that? It's a mad, mad world. You did see it. I'm sorry, I don't usually show stuff like that because it happens everywhere, right? But I don't want to exploit people. He is riding his bike away. You can see him going up the street on the left side. So hopefully no more trouble for either of them. So for all the beauty in this building, we reward it with a Denny's, where kids eat free Monday through Friday, 4 to 10. It's not so bad. If I had a kid, it would be pancakes for breakfast, at least Monday through Wednesday. Yeah, it was water. I I gave the guy, I have a chamois, not a chamois. What are those cloths called? Microfiber cloth there. Not very absorbent, but I gave it to the guy to dry off with. I kind of got to throw it in the trash. Um, right, waffles one night, pancakes another. That kind of food makes a kid fall right to sleep. That's a solid plan. Except, you know, the California side of my brain thinks all those carbohydrates. All right, I'm gonna look out for the. Oh, I'll go in. I've never been in this before. I thought you meant the. There's another one on Weston. Okay, a minute. I just threw out my my rag. I should have let the man keep it. I think it had some dog hair in it. No, Joe and his brother are gonna go to sushi. It ended up being kind of late in the day, so I figured I would just start my walk. We'd catch up later. I don't live for sushi, but the place they're going is pretty cool, and I've kind of wanted to try it. But I'm an early bird, so I wanted to get out. Get out, get up, get up and at 'em. I love me some Korean food also. I have to say, for the most of the time, I just think eating in general is kind of like hard. The cooking, the choosing what to make. I wish you could have just Soylent Green. I understand it's people, but maybe a people-free version of Soylent Green. Let's walk in here and see if they kick me out. No, I do not eat a dinner at 4 p.m. This place has a Starbucks. Was the last time you were here before COVID? Because that really, a lot of these places just died. I've never been in here before, so thank you for that experience. No, I think it's dead. Oh, I can't keep saying that, sorry. I think it's unalived, totally unalived. Unless you're an open bank customer, then you've got, and then also a Starbucks, which has no lines, by the way. If you're ever on Wilshire Boulevard and find yourself at Radio Korea Square, that Starbucks has no line. I'm kidding about Soylent Green. It's people, you know.
Feature film on iPhones, right?
Soylent Bean is people. I'm having a brain fart. What movie is that from? First one to answer, we'll send, I'm gonna make, I know it's stupid, but I'm gonna make some t-shirts, and I will send one to whenever I do it, if you can answer that. We'll have this on the chat, and you can hold me to it, just like holding me to showing my face to you. You can hold me to that as well. Malagatani soup. Oh, Trisha, I missed that. I would definitely have a soup or like a minestrone or chicken soup. Whenever one of us gets a cold, I make chicken soup. It is really a spicy chicken soup, though. I think you didn't say you like spicy stuff. Right. Oh, it was the movie Soylent Green. Well, there you go. Thank you so much. Keep an eye on this channel. When I get a t-shirt, I will send you one. Or if somebody else answered, we can do something. I'll definitely double check it, and I'll be fair. Yeah, you know, a couple things what's the word? I complain about are not being dressed properly for this. Right now I'm wearing I guess it's a kind of nice light shirt, a plaid Oxford, probably a dad shirt, and some green jeans, very fetching. I'm always hot or cold, so I wanted to find t-shirts that weren't like really long, because I hate that look on me, or really short, or really blah. So I found some, and I was just thinking of making some t-shirts. And solo casting, this is the guy. I did watch your video, by the way. And we're definitely going to be hitting you up for t-shirts. Joe is. Oh, I have a walk signal. I just wanted to show you that I sometimes wait at the walk signals. So we'll do that, and I also, so probably in the middle of March I'm gonna have this done. I have a really, thank you so much. I have a really good memory for things like this. Also owing people t-shirts. Thanks, I'll be back for that water. I wonder, I kind of like the way this place looks. I remember though, there was a time when these places were busy. Hey Jay, it is a lovely day today. There's a lot of like, people have a lot of merch to offer. So I just wanted to do some kind of stuff that I needed for these walks. And I thought I would actually use myself so I wasn't like a jerk selling a t-shirt with Cheetos on it. You know I don't eat Cheetos. This is actually, when they said sushi for some reason, this is where I thought we were going. And I was pretty excited, even though it is a tofu house. I have a love-hate relationship with tofu. Sometimes I just love it. I love it when it's runny. Sorry. This is a pretty wide street and a pretty wide sidewalk. I knew what you meant. Oh, I bet I would like it coconut. I bet I would like it coated with panko and coconut flakes too. There's something else that's like oh my god, I can't remember. I can't believe I've forgotten what it's called, but it's almost like a potato patty, but it's not potatoes, it's soy. I love that also. I'll remember the name of that later on.
What's up, walking out, eh?
Hey,
It's Yo-Yo.
nice. It's Yo-Yo.
Here's your water.
Thanks so much.
Here's $100.
Oh, thanks so.
Nice to meet
You're
you, boss.
crazy. Thanks so
I
much. You
stay
don't have
right
to
here,
do
so
that.
I told you. It was only a matter of time that we ran into each other.
Well, it was really nice to meet you. Let's hang out sometime or
This is
grab a
Santa.
coffee. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Keep on
Thank you
doing what
so
you're doing,
much.
brother.
Thanks so
Have a
much.
good day.
You too. Cheers. Well, that was really, really nice. That was our friend Yo-Yo. We got to meet Yo-Yo. I didn't show him on camera. He really did buy me a water. I thought that was a joke. But he also gave me $100 cash. The water was plenty. That's great. Wow. How sweet is that? Big shout out to Yo-Yo and Trisha today. I'm gonna tell you the great thing that happened to me today at some point. It has nothing to do with YouTube, and it's only great. But like maybe not today. I don't want to jinx my day. Right, dinner on me. Maybe I'll get sushi alone. Well, maybe we'll go get something to eat with this. I actually was thinking of getting food since I was going to miss out on the sushi. So not only did Yo-Yo give me that money, which was really great, but he also gave me a quality bottled water. The pure 7-Eleven water. I know, not Aquafina. This is what I would choose for myself. So what is going to happen next, like, on this walk? Will we have a full 24 hours of awesome? I think so. I think we all will. That's really sweet. I got a little choked up, so I gotta have a sip of the water. Um, I also said I wasn't gonna say but I can't stop doing that. I so I'll say instead. Hold on, let me get a sip of this water. There we go. All right. So obviously we're gonna walk to downtown. Um, right. What an upright guy. Also, you have been a really upright guy. Yeah, not being upright. I don't really am not using that word. I'm a little tongue-tied. It's never happened to me before in my life. Um, I would love $1,000 bill. So there's the Gaylord. He does. I think he mentioned that he did. That's the building in the thumbnail. This is why only 72 people are watching. It's the Gaylord building is in the thumbnail. And Cecilia also. If you ever are down here and want to go to like, not a dive bar, but just a place stuck in time, we're gonna cross the street. And the base of the Gaylord, wow. There's the that pink bubble over there is one of the brown derbies. Just want to point that out. Back to the Gaylord store. I mentioned this once before. There's a restaurant right down there. It is a time capsule. It's also inexpensive. We'll look at the menu when we walk by. It's the place where like all the reporters used to come. It's called the HMS Bounty. It's all like dark booths. Thank you, Cecilia. That's really great. What I also like about this channel is we have you and JK and people who lived in the area who know things that I don't. So it really adds to the richness of the channel. I can't wait to go somewhere I totally don't know. So at the HMS Bounty, they got food and grog. Also, if you're not into anything like that, there's 85 degrees bakery cafe anyway, and also a booze Philly cheesesteak. We have one of those in my neighborhood, sort of. I think I've been there once before. So those prices are cheap. You can get a petite filet mignon for $21.99. Very petite, maybe, but that's like McDonald's prices. No, but that's even lovelier, right? I before we all had phones, nobody really took too many images of these streets. I mean, pictures, right? Or pictures of the cooler parts like Hollywood, but some of these streets haven't changed, and some have changed dramatically. And now that we all have cameras, like we should be all taking more pictures and capturing stuff before it totally disappears. Yo, man, thanks so much. Kind of choked up. We're gonna go and get a filet mignon at the HMS Bounty. Just kidding. I love this building also, the Evanston. I don't know if I'd want to live in it. I saw a video from the 90s of like Sunset Boulevard, and it with Tower Records, and it's totally changed so much despite the Tower Records. I also saw a video of like LA like 10 years ago. I think it was maybe also the other end of Sunset, and it was stuff already is gone from there. I take a lot of pictures. I like to think of myself as a not a photographer, but a hobbyist of taking pictures. I did study photography in school many years ago, and darkroom techniques, wink. So I love also digital photography. So I've had a DSLR camera and been taking a lot of pictures downtown in Hollywood, and there's a lot of pictures, and even with my phone, there's a lot of pictures that just of things that aren't there anymore. Sometimes they're stupid. Like there's a sign downtown for an arcade that's mostly there, but painted over. Yeah, this is a really walkable area and beautiful. I hope these fire guys don't think that I'm chasing their fire truck. Although I might. Kidding. We're really fortunate to have a large KTOWN. I think we're fortunate to have all of these little clusters. I think it's one of the magical things about living here. One time, Cecilia, I was in Chinatown taking pictures with my friend, um, like with our cameras, and we were asked to leave because pictures were not allowed there. I walk through there all the time with my phone now. So it's the reverse of your situation. This is a little cute street that has not changed. You'll find these along Wilshire. You probably could get arrested now. People do all kinds of things with cameras. I think people were robbing houses by setting up a camera in the bushes across the street to watch them. Creepy world we live in. They have a basketball court on top of that building. Not a basketball court. I'm not British. I love British though. Because kind of people are shitty. Pardon my French. Now that means I'm not going to get monetized. But people are kind of crappy to each other and take advantage of each other. This building next blows my mind. It blows my mind. I never knew what this building was. It's coming up here. Spanish style architecture. If it's not the building, I'm really going to be embarrassed, but no, it totally is the building. This is the kind of stuff I absolutely just love. I grew up leaving my doors unlocked. So this, my friends, this lovely building was Ralph's grocery store. Why come we don't have grocery stores that look like this anymore? Well, this one probably has very little parking in the back. Especially Rodeo Drive compared to when I first came here. The stores are a little less one-uppy and more like just chains. At least on Rodeo. Well, can you imagine this being the grocery store? You can see pictures of it, and it kind of blows my mind when I see them. Hello, SPC. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the chat. We're walking on Wilshire. Stepping back in time to look at the old Ralph's grocery store. Nobody is using this building. Right? To the right of this, on Berendo, it's a little more interesting, but there are some kids hanging out there. Kids hanging out there doing their kids things. They're not bad. I didn't mean anything by that. I would hang out here around this magnificent architecture. I wonder what it would have been like to grow up. I did not grow up here, but to grow up in Los Angeles. I grew up in a city, like the biggest city in the state that I grew up in, but so I know a little city, but not like Los Angeles. I love the juxtaposition of these buildings. The glass modernism, or whatever you want to call that. The church and the Talmage. It is sad to see some of these buildings out of use. There are a couple buildings on Hollywood Boulevard that they no longer use, and one of them is the Pacific National Bank on the corner of Highland and Hollywood. It is iconic for the skyline over there. It kind of looks a little like this building coming up here, but not as cool. This building is really cool. And it's earthquake damage from '94, so it's been sitting there since '94 unused. And then the Warner Brothers Theater, we went to that last night, and the Thai night market behind that. That building is unsafe since '94, also from the Northridge earthquake. And also water damage when they were excavating it underneath it for the metro line. So that building actually might have been unusable since '91. And they're beautiful buildings. A little action for us. I want to own a classic car again, but I'm not responsible enough. Right? The police blow my ears out with their siren. Do you live in a big city in Florida, Celia? Trisha, get a used certified car. It's always the best. I kid you not. I literally got everything I wanted in a car, and it was used and certified. Also, it's already imported, so if you want an imported car, so you're not going to pay a, you know, a tariff. My whole entire life, I wanted tinted windows. I just wanted a black car, which is kind of dumb in California, and a sunroof that also was glass. Not my whole life, but maybe for the past 15 years. Um, and I got that in a fairly, for a fairly good price, I would have to say. Is your car broken? And do you use it a lot? That would be, we can talk about it offline, for sure. And I have some advice. Whenever I do something like that, I OCD over it, and I have those tendencies, so I'm not just bandying the word about, but I like literally OCD over it, and so I love to do research on that type of stuff. I, at the time, I was driving my car probably 20 miles a day. Um, Now, maybe 5, 7 miles a week, which is great for me. I want to live somewhere where I can have two cars, though. I know that's maybe unnecessary for me. That way I can have a classic car. I just don't have a garage. I have a parking spot for one. But to not have a car is pretty awesome these days because you have so many options like the Waymo, like Uber and Lyft. I prefer Uber, I think. And I use public transportation all the time. The bus. I don't know why I said that so dramatically. Bus. The bus I take a little less, but I take the train. Tomorrow when I go to the Ciclavia, I'm going to take the train. I think it's 2 different trains you have to take to get to West Adams. But I'm going to do it. West Adams is cool. We'll talk about a little bit of that history for sure. This is Bullock's Wilshire. When I first worked here, I worked with a bunch of older people. And now I guess I'm an older person. I think they're older than I am now, but older people that would like wax poetic about what a lovely department store this was. And you can go back and look at pictures of it in its heyday. There's a Taschen book on Los Angeles that a friend gave me for Christmas a couple of years ago, and there are some pictures. It's an expense that if you don't need it, the car, sorry Cecilia, it's an expense that if you don't need it, like why bother? When I first lived in Boston, I had a car. There I said, when I first lived in Boston, I had a car, and it was just a big pain in the butt to park it anywhere. If you moved your parking spot, you would lose it, and you'd have to drive around block after block after block looking for one. Pain in the rump. Bullock's Wilshire. And so the last couple years, I did not have a car living there. And it was insurance I didn't have to pay. There's car payment I didn't have. I'm gonna stop for 1 second because I'm gonna do a charge. I kind of think if I lived in San Francisco, I probably wouldn't have a car either. Boston is so small though. When I didn't have a car, I really definitely missed not having a car. Mother Earth is definitely giving us some crap of late. You asked if I experienced any earthquakes, and I kind of way back there, and yeah, I've had a couple. That's crazy, Trisha. He focused. So yeah, I can understand. This building is magnificent. Um, Manhattan, yeah, you don't need a car there either. The one thing that you get a little easier here, though, is groceries. Like, I feel like everything in Manhattan is extra, extra expensive on the island. I think I saw, oh, sorry. I think I saw someone doing a story on the prices there. I don't buy milk regularly. Um, that's Bullock's Wilshire. It's now a Southwestern Law School. That's awesome. It's going to be like a spring day. If it was 50 degrees here, I would have a down jacket on. If it was 50 degrees when I lived in Boston, I would have a tank top and Daisy Dukes on. Maybe not the Daisy Dukes, but I would be scantily clad, respectfully scantily clad. It must have been a magical time to live here when it was still like new-ish. That's okay. I've told my age. Age ain't nothing but a number. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. So again, happy Saturday. If you're just joining, thanks for walking. We're walking in LA. We just hit 1,000 subscribers. We are walking to down Wilshire, tripping down Wilshire. We were in Koreatown. This is a cute puppy that's staring at me. It is like a puffball in its little chic outfit. I This probably would have been a good day to explore using deodorant for myself. I think it's the 2,000 goal, and I'll wear shorts on the stream. I'm going to show my face on a live stream this week, but I don't know if you were here in the very beginning, which is all right. I'm really glad to have you here now. Anytime you join in is fun. That goes for all of you. So we're going to do a night-ish time live stream this week on, I think, Tuesday or Monday, and I'll post it as soon as we know. I just have to go with Joe to do that. To say thank you to all you guys. I think this LA had a really vibrant music scene in the late 70s, also the 60s and early 80s, like the excuse me, might do that again. The sort of punk scene in the late 70s, when this city had been falling apart for like 10 years because of the collapse of the studio system, and they would just have these crazy underground clubs in downtown Hollywood and in Chinatown. Amazing. I saw a picture of Joan Jett standing in the middle of Sunset Boulevard in West Hollywood, and it wasn't even paved. Sounds lawless. So we're walking by Lafayette Park, one of two parks on Wilshire Boulevard. That was Hollywood Forever Cemetery. It's one of two cemeteries that are must-sees. when you visit Los Angeles. The other one is in Glendale. Forest Lawn. Oh my God. I literally didn't say the name because it took me that long to remember. Forest Lawn is the other one. And Forest Lawn is like the Disney World of cemeteries. We'll definitely go there. Um, they had a free Dios de los Muertos festival over there, very family oriented and quite different from the one at Hollywood Forever Cemetery, but it was free, so we went to that. The Hollywood Forever Cemetery one used to be like, I don't know, under 20 bucks. It was like, damn COVID. It was like 70 something, or you could be a VIP and pick you up in a hearse. I just want to walk in. So if my channel gets big enough, maybe I could afford to go there next year. So we'll have that be the goal. I love this building, the Bryson. Name the movie with Angelica Houston that this was in, The Grifters. That's it. I can't give away another free t-shirt till I get him. But I am going to give away one. The Forest Lawn Cemetery has got like Elizabeth Taylor. It has this. I would love to tell you about the Bryson. However, all right, it was the finest apartment house on the Pacific Coast, and that's what we got because we can't have anything nice. I'm just kidding. People, the Grifters. I loved that movie, actually. So if that was the finest living on the Pacific Coast, what was... Oh, this is the Bryson. Sorry. I stopped paying attention. Whoop. Cecilia, not terrible. I would live over here, I think. No problem. LA hieroglyphics, yeah. Like, I don't hate graffiti at all. In fact, I kind of love graffiti. Some of it is not good, though. Like, I mean, skill-wise. Oh my gosh, Cecilia, I don't mind at all. I'm really happy to engage. I'm really sorry if I miss anybody's questions because I'm trying totally not to trip a little bit too. And then also, you know, there's a myriad of things to look out for on the sidewalk, such as scooters, people on scooters, skateboarders, bicyclists, mobile scooters, non-electric scooters, mostly scooters. Hey, we did. We just passed. We Spot was on the right side. And we are just about. Here's the Park Wilshire. We've walked by this before. Dude, I was almost like I was scooter sandwiched right there. They just rode around me. I don't want to sound like a grumpy old man, but it says don't ride on the sidewalk. I probably would ride on the sidewalk too. Park Wilshire. Me either, but so Cecilia, this is a sidewalk that probably is appropriate to do it because it's really a wide sidewalk. Oh, it's a couple blocks of rough area. I am going to cross the street away from Yoshinoi, though. This is the Hayworth. I kind of love this old, probably haunted theater next to La Fonda.
Yeah. And like I told you, like I'm gonna tell your grandmother, no matter what happens, you always
We just saw, I need a spa day actually. We just saw We Spa a block back. We're going to cross the street. We're going to walk through MacArthur Park on the right side, only on the right side in this case. Right? Okay. Hi, that's a special effect. I'm sorry, hold on for 1 second. And another special effect. And there we go, right on track. Okay. I feel like I knew something about this building or mentioned it last time. The Park Wilshire. Seems like it's something called the Park Wilshire. Oh, don't I know it? I've walked through it before. MacArthur Park. Its sweet green icing is not melting or flowing. What a confusing song. My first knowledge ever that there was a MacArthur Park was probably from that song. Great song. Kind of really love Donna Summer a little bit. World famous MacArthur Park. And we see our lovely LA skyline just bustling behind it. So, this truly could be, and maybe is, a magnificent place to spend the day. I don't know. That's why I decided. Oh, they're down by the water. Um, let's. You know what? Let's walk in MacArthur Park. I want a sip of the Thai iced coffee. Um. Oh. I. I swear to God, I read that they filmed shots of Gilligan's Island in this park. I think B-Duck, I am going to get an iced coffee as well. I would love a Thai iced coffee. Look at that beautiful 19, probably 28, 1930 boathouse over there. I don't think... I'm not really sure. I had one last night, and it's like sweet and creamy in a way that iced coffee is generally not. And it was also kind of orange flavor, orange colored. Um, I actually would even. Oh, I thought I was just describing a Thai iced tea. The Thai iced coffee, for what I remember, is sweetened condensed milk in coffee. But I think that might be something else. That's what I feel like. It's from this book I got when I first moved here that they used to sell on Hollywood Boulevard. It was like a skinny white book, and it had Marilyn Monroe on the front, and different people that had unalived, and different weird facts about Hollywood in general. And that's where I read that. So it might have been Echo Park. Echo Park with that center little island. LA does have Dunkin', very few and far between, which was a bummer when I first moved here. But I've acclimated to Starbucks, and now I have a Dunkin' Donuts a little bit away from me, so I go there every once in a while. I just don't drink iced coffee as much. I don't mean to sound like a grandpa, but I used to get an iced coffee every day on the way to work, and by the time I got to work, I would have to chuck it. You know what I mean? So there's something about the acidity in the iced coffee, which is usually less acidic, that just upsets my stomach, so I don't have it all that often, especially in the morning. Right when I'm heading for the big buildings, we can handle a 3.3 here, for sure. I'm going to do something fun. I'm going to walk down a block, I think. Or should I stay on Wilshire? I love a Starbucks Frappuccino in a bottle, actually, or a Starbucks canned drinks for some reason. It's like a Yoo-hoo. Remember Yoo-hoo? I think it's still, I don't know what's blocked over here, but we'll definitely check it out. I always think that Cantor's, do they still make Yoo-hoo? I always think that Cantor's is here instead of over there. If you are a lover of the corned beef sandwich, Cantor's the best. They do something with the bread, like bake it, steam it, and bake it. I am not. I saw that one. I saw that YouTube. I'm not even going to mention it. That was pretty scary. The day after I was walking, I'm gonna walk in the street, man. The day after I was walking in downtown LA, and actually somebody started screaming at me for the first time. Well, the first real time. So, my question, let's look at this awesome. I have the same glasses on the guy as the guy on the left accidentally. Maybe the guy on the right too. I don't know why the fences are there. Okay. But I don't really know why they're here. So I guess apparently something's on top of the bus thing, and those guys are trying to get it. I just didn't want them to throw a shoe at me. Like a little grandpa down here. I'm not really, don't look like a grandpa, but maybe. I gotta stand up straight. I just felt myself slouching. All right, we're getting a little closer to downtown. I always like to look down these streets. She's not talking to me. I don't know if you heard that. They do that sometime to me. I think one person walked behind me and I can't say it, repetitively, and they kept repeating the same nasty word over and over again. And it didn't come out. I immediately, when it was over, went back to see if I could edit it out, but it wasn't actually there. But people do goofy things all the time. I love it. Is Spa Palace still open? I've never been to Spa Palace. Joey, you're gonna have to take me on a spa tour. I've been to Wee Spa for sure. How is Spa Palace? How does that compare? There's also a spa on Wilshire a little further down that I've been to. I don't think that one's open anymore. I think it's on either Western and Wilshire or Vermont and Wilshire. Look at this little street with the Californian on top of it. I almost want to walk up that hill. Crystal Spa. I'm making a mental note. I wanted to get a notebook today, so I could remember people to thank. A smaller notebook than my usual one, and I didn't. I also wanted to get a new hat because I sweat so much the other day. It has a salt stain, and I didn't. So I'm gonna really rely on my memory to thank you all today. That's the best thing, are the street food vendors, actually. If I'm hungry, I can get something to eat and a